guys, I'm here at your brand new townhome, and I'm with Patrick, and Patrick's going to run us through the home inspection report. It's a really good report with really good news. Everything that's on here is
Hi, how are you?
expected. He just loves when I put on my camera, don't you, Patrick?
Anyway, the house is in great condition. There are some things. The siding on the outside has some damage. Definitely we need to have the dryer vent cleaned. It's quite dirty. There's some little things also, there's 3 steps. We always recommend a handrail on anything more than 2 steps. Just going down my list here. The rear doors, they could use some painting. The paint on them is starting to fade and starting to weather, so they're in good condition. They just need to be preserved. The front door, when somebody replaced the strike plate, it split when they ran these screws in. I just recommend caulking and painting it and sanding it down and making it finish.
They screwed it up. Get it? But you know what? Go back there for 1 second. I want to just tell them something real quickly. Guys, when you're in a first level home of any type, it's good to get a reinforced strike plate, which goes 4 inches top to bottom, and the screws go deep into the studs in the wood frame on the wall. I would recommend getting a reinforced strike plate and get rid of that crappy little thing that's there. This way, if somebody tried to kick your door in, it wouldn't go. There'll be about 8 3-inch screws going into 2x4 behind this little piece of half-inch trim. That's a pretty important thing, Patrick. I've done that front and back door. And then you won't worry about where it's cracked because you're going to drill out and go through this half-inch wood down into the 2x4. So that's a suggestion. This is useless. It just catches your door. It really doesn't do much. Okay? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The front walkway has a crack in here. All of them do in this neighborhood I've seen. I'm just going to recommend, monitoring it for right now, unless you want to get a concrete professional to come out and reevaluate it and correct it. It can be corrected.
One thing you might consider there is putting some self-leveling caulk in here. You can buy that right in there because the water goes in and the water stretches the concrete away from itself and builds it so it breaks out annually. So the minute you put sealant in there, you're solving the problem that's continuing right now, which is it gets in there, freezes, separates the concrete. Just a suggestion that would give you a little more time.
In the garage, where drywall comes together, there's a seam and tape. The tape has starting to split a little bit. That's pretty common with the moisture in the air for a home of this age. Here's a kind of a big one. The garage door opener needs to be adjusted. This is an auto reverse feature. If you put a block under there or your foot, it should come back up. It is not. Most of the time, it's just an adjustment at the garage door opener.
Yep.
There's an electrical GFCI receptacle in the garage that's failing to trip. A lot of times they just get old. I'm not really sure because I had to take it apart and look at it, but it's on the inside, but it's failed to trip, so I'm recommending replacing it. It's not very expensive. There are smoke detectors in the home, but there's none in the bedrooms, and we recommend to put a smoke detector in each bedroom. The smoke detector in the garage is older and it needs a battery. It's beeping. The air conditioner units, they're 2011. The heating unit is running right now. It seems to be running fine. I would just recommending, getting them serviced and, monitoring them and budgeting for new ones sometime in the future. Back to the air conditioner. This is a refrigerant line. I don't know if you can see it. It usually has a foam insulation wrapped around it, and it's just deteriorating.
It's like a black fun noodle, Patrick.
Yes. The jacuzzi tub worked as expected. I would just recommend cleaning it. The inside of the pipes, put some dishwasher fluid in there and let it run for about 20 minutes. So I'll have a paragraph on what to do there.
Cool.
There are some areas in the house, right on this front corner here.
Right up here.
Yeah. That the corner bead is starting to.
So here's the kitchen.
Away from the drywall. That's purely a cosmetic. You can fix that with some putty and some paint.
Amen.
The front bedroom door, simple little fix that doesn't latch properly. Just needs to adjust the strike plate. There's missing a screen in one of the back windows. And the front window has this weather stripping that's come down from the bottom of the window. It is kind of glued on, adhesived on there. So I would recommend looking into getting a new one and putting it on there. And that's it.
Cool. How about the crawl space? You told me about the crawl space. It's a really nice thing. And when he tells me about positive things, I remember them for sure.
Here's up in the attic.
Okay.
I haven't loaded everything into the report yet. There's the insulation. Here's the trusses. This is a flume vent. This is your plumbing vent. Still up in the attic.
Hang on, before you do that, while you're in there in those pictures, what you guys want to know is when I look at an attic, I'm looking for water damage that's showing up on the rafters, on the trusses, anywhere where it meets each other. You're going to see water run down. These are all dry and not stained. And that's what Patrick's saying. It looks good, but why does it look good? No water intrusion. That's fantastic.
Okay, now here's into the crawl space. The access is in the front of the home.
Yep.
Here's the main sewer drain.
Okay.
The foundation walls look nice and dry. There is a nice vapor barrier.
Mm-hmm.
All the plumbing looks secured properly. Didn't see any leaks. The floor joists are nice and green. I don't see any organic matter.
Wood destroying fungi is what we're talking about, and it will eat your wood, and it's not on there. That's good.
It does have copper piping. There is a little bit of effervescence on the joint.
Let me use big words.
Yeah.
There's a mineral deposit right there where the copper and the solder meet up together, and it oxidizes over time, right?
Right.
There we go. Big words. Effervescence is like
It's
a big word for me.
it's pretty common here. I didn't see any problems. I didn't see any green.
Okay. Guys, I don't know how often you've been in crawl spaces or whether they're common in Oregon. We have a lot of crawl spaces here. About, I would say 30% of the time, we're looking at dirt without a vapor barrier, and that's disgusting. It doesn't mean it's wrong, but a vapor barrier is a very important thing to keep the moisture off the floorboards and off the interior. Would you not agree with that, Patrick?
Absolutely.
And usually they're kind of tore up. This one's in good shape.
It
so
is.
I like seeing a nice dry crawl space.
This is your water shutoff valve. It's just inside the crawl space. There is one outside too, on the right-hand side of the driveway.
Is that in the box out there with the lid on it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, one thing I want to show too, go back one more time, one more. This pier right there, these piers, they're a telltale when you've got foundation issues. They'll be split, they'll be shifted. You'll see weird things like water down at the bottom. This is a strong setup, and I'm happy to see this is clean and clear without any shifting. Would you agree with that?
I do.
Okay, I wanted you to see that because I'm looking for this stuff when I look at your crawl spaces.
And you're going to get all these pictures in the report.
Cool.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I still need to do the roof,
Okay.
and then that'll be it.
We'll come back on as soon as you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, and by the way, he's tested the fireplace for me. I'm very fussy about that. I don't like to be the one to start these up if I can avoid doing my own stunts. So the fireplace is in good working order. Right, Patrick? How long did it take to get the gas out of it? No. Usually there's a whole lot of air built up in the line, so it takes 15 to 20 minutes.
I'd say maybe 3 to 5.
Oh, good. Okay, great. Well, thank you, sir. We'll wait for the roof. All right, it's time to look at the roof. And this roof was new in 2014. Patrick, it looks like this roof was continuously replaced in the neighboring home as well. 2011, and 14 years ago, I get my brain confused. In 2011, we had the hailstorm from the Lower Kingdom in Tennessee. And it took out, I don't know how many, hundreds of roofs. And this was no exception. So they did the whole community, probably, but they did this whole structure from what we can tell. So you don't see any curling up shingles?
I do not.
No flashing issues?
I haven't found any yet.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah, everything looks good.
A nice solid boot transfer there. I can see that too. These boots go bad sometimes. The flashing's done poorly around them. This one looks nice. The ridge vent looks like it's in good shape as well.
It does. A little bit of debris in the gutters.
That's to be expected, I guess, huh? Is that in this house or is that a different one?
That's this house.
Okay, so I don't know where I'm at. Look at all this roof. It's a big roof. Okay, so that's normal maintenance. But you want to be on top of that for sure. You don't want the water to get under the roof shingles, under the sheathing, and make a mess. Cool. Well, that's great. I like seeing a good report.
Alrighty, and I will have this to you this evening.
Thank you.